Alrighty guys, as you can bring us another Dragon Ball Legends TOP walkthrough video. This is going to be part 1. You guys are going to have to stay tuned for part 2, but let's go ahead and talk about the teams that we are using, or the team that we're using, right? It's going to be the regeneration setup, same thing as last time. I do believe that this Kamikolo is going to be one of the mainstays on my team. Right here, he is at Zenkai level 3 only. He isn't Zenkai boosted, but you know what? I am going to take the time to Zenkai boost him probably after this video. Honestly, right? It's just his 3 Zenkai panels that are unlocked. Everything else is soul boosted, and he's at friendship rank 10. 2,664 key restore speed. I'm really liking that a lot. And then I do get a lot of questions on my equipment, so I don't think it hurts to go ahead and just show it right here. I think the optimal equipment lineup is going to be your 2 gold border equipment, so your specific, like the condition equipment. This one's for specifically support types, right? It has good defenses, 3 stat buffing, that's the most important thing. And then this one's available to everyone. It's base health, base blast attack, base strike attack. You really want to get a red slot on that first slot right there, because that is going to be your health slot, right? This has no equip conditions, but there is limit break ones, right? You have to be 7 stars to equip that. And I personally think double health is the way to go. So you do see me still with this TOP out of the way equipment giving just only base health. So also, per suggestion, I do have the path right here on the right hand side of the screen already laid out. That way you guys can go ahead and follow it along much easier. Let's go ahead and dive into this first fight that's going to be directly in front of us. Alright, so this one's pretty straightforward. You can kind of just color counter this team, right? You really just need the reds, your purples, and your yellow. They make it really easy for you here. Alright, so this is the team formation we will be starting off with. You just see me put the blues on bench just because there's 2 greens. That's all there is to it. Piccolo is on the special move tile, where he will increase his special move damage on turn 3. Alright, so for attack order, I don't think you have to do anything crazy right here. Personally, I want to take out this free-to-play Bulma, because she has a cover change and she also is supports. And then speaking of support, I want to get Vados out of the way right after that. You kind of just want to get the support characters, right, because it's going to be buffing up everyone else's damage. And then after we get Vados, I think 18 will go down really easily. She's kind of low priority target because she has low key restore speed. And then we'll circle back to another purple right here with this the Chi-Chi, the EX Chi-Chi. And then we can get Ribrianne and Kefla at the very end, both of which I think will be fairly squishy. Alright, so coming out of that one, that was the first fight. That's the fight that you guys actually get to watch right there, right? I'm surprised on how much damage we actually took. First Form Cell did take a lot of it, right? This team, I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know if it was just a fluke or what happened, but First Form Cell did get hit pretty hard. And typically he's not too defensively based, but that was a little bit unexpected. Either way, got the full kill right there. Let's move on to the next. Alright, so next we do have a 3-5 stage right here against the Super Warriors with some of the Super Saiyan Blues, right? This is a fight that we have seen many a time before. Let's get into the formation. Alright, so this is the formation we'll use right here. Very straightforward, very simple, right? Bootinks is coming out to play, as well as the Piccolo, the Zenkai Piccolo right here, just to provide a little bit of a Zenkai buff as well, right? I'm going to put the yellow Piccolo on the sidelines just because there are those 2 reds. Alright, so this is the formation we'll be using right here. Very straightforward. Bootinks is coming out to play, as well as the Zenkai Piccolo. Bootinks on the special move tile slots. I do place the Legends Road Piccolo on bench just because of them having 2 reds, right? But I still want the Ella Piccolo to get his super attack. Alright, so the attack order, I do want to get a red out of the way immediately, right? Go for the red, get a purple, and then we'll get Yamcha, get this Goku because we wanted to get him. We don't want to get him. We don't want to take too long, right? Because we do have the 2 greens, or I mean the 2 blues, right? That he'll counter, and then we'll get Turles, and then the Death by Vegeta at the very end. Alright, so very easy. It was only a 3/5 stage, right? So you don't have to worry about this one too much. Hardly anyone took damage, and we got the full kill. Alright, so next we're just going to go to the right of us right here at this 4/5 stage. It is against Sun Family. the only thing here that does suck. It is against Sun Family. Let's see what we got. Alright, so this is the formation we'll be using here. I'm actually going to opt to save Janemba's special move for the next stage, right? That actually might be a lot more beneficial for us overall. But the thing that I did want to talk about is the key restore space speed. So this is going to allow my boo tanks to attack first, which is absolutely huge. Whenever you have a Sun Family stage with boo tanks on your team and there's a key restore speed space, that's where you want it to be. That makes the fight so much easier. It's absolutely insane. Like, I'm not exaggerating at all. And then I'm gonna make my Kid Buu into a blast just so he can avoid the cover change from the healer Goku, the yellow one, and we should be good to go. Alright, so the attack order is definitely going to be Gohan. I'm 100% confident in getting Gohan turn 1 and then being able to get Gohan out of the way before, or Goten before he gets his super attack. Then Kaioken Goku, and then typically I'll go for the purple regeneration, anti-regeneration unit, which is the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. But since we have 2 blues, we need to focus on this guy. Right, we need to focus on that guy, then we'll get him, and then we'll get the healer Goku at the very end. Alright, so yeah, so like I said before, man, that Buu Tank's having that key restore speed tile is an absolute lifesaver right there. Already getting a million points just off of 4th stage right there. I got the full kill, avoided all super attacks. Alright, so next we have another 4th stage directly ahead of us, and it is a movie stage, and it is a little bit annoying, but we can go ahead, we can deal with it. Alright, this is the formation we'll be using right here. Once again, using the double blues, right? And I do have Janemba on the special move tile space, just so you can increase his damage a little bit more. He's already at 100%, so we're going to try to take advantage of that here. We'll see what we got. Alright, for attack order here, I still need to kind of play around with the attack order. I do want to go ahead and get, well, obviously we have no choice but to get Gohan out of the way first, right? Because he's going to stop all those attacks. This is where Janemba's super might be considered somewhat of a waste, but if he can get hit by a blast card here and get 50% to gauge back, that's going to be 100% worth it. And then we'll go for Goten, right? Because Piccolo will attack at the end of turn 1, but at the beginning of turn 2. And then after, I think my blues will attack next. We'll get Metal Cooler possibly, and then I kind of want to try to get the super attack off on Broly with our LF Piccolo. Then we'll get the Yardrat Goku after that, and Death Buff Goku at the very end. You know, it's kind of hard to you kind of want to leave the Death Buff Goku at the end, right? Even though he does provide support, I don't want his units to get those death buffs. Like I said before, a little bit of an annoying fight, just due to the fact that this Broly, he has the bubble shield, right? Obviously Gohan absorbing all the focus on turn 1, and then this Goku being an instant transmission unit, still getting the 1 million points right here. Everyone's fairly healthy, right? I think it's kind of funny with the Zenkai Bus for my Buu Tanks. I'm noticing that LF Piccolo starting to take a little bit more of the damage here. Alright, so for your 5th win streak bonus, this is where you guys want to be, right? This is where you have to go all in right here, try to bring in as many Z tier units as possible. It is against the Super Warriors. We already encountered this team. We already know how to counter this team, right? So let's go ahead and talk about formation. Alright, this is the setup we'll be using right here. I do have the Zenkai Piccolo on the special move tile just in case he does have enough to reach 100% on the special move gauge. Also, too, something I completely forgot to mention, and I'm so sorry, is I changed this Buu back to strike based. Right, I changed it back to strike based, but let's go ahead and get into the lineup. All right, so we're literally gonna go for the same exact formation, the attack order that we did last time. Is starting off with this Goku, get the purple, then get the Yamcha, get the green Turles, and then Death Buff Vegeta at the very end. Alright, so coming out of that one, 1.4 million points off that bad boy. That's pretty solid. We'll go ahead and take that. Of course we got the full kill, right? This fight's not too bad at all. But Janemba is at 100% to his gauge for his super attack. That's pretty nice. We'll go ahead and take use of that for the next fight. And then we also have Kid Buu closely inching towards his. Also, something that I forgot right here is that Blue Piccolo, he was at 75%, right? He gets 20% to special move gauge at the start of the battle. I completely forgot about that. Plus, you automatically get a 5%, so he got his super attack right at the very beginning. Alright, for the next fight, it is directly above us, 4th stage right here. A Sun Family stage once again with no key restore speed tile, which does kind of suck right here, but we'll still be okay. Alright, so this is the formation we'll be using right here. I'm going to still save Janemba's super attack, right? I'm going to just save it a little bit. And we're going to go in like this. Unfortunately, no key restore speed tile. That does suck. No key restore speed tile. Hopefully, we'll still come out of this all right. And then I'm going to have to go ahead and switch this man back to Blast once again. That way he doesn't get cover changed by the healer Yellow Goku. All right, so once again, confidently, I think we will be able to get this Gohan out of the way. Then we got to get Goten, right? We absolutely have to get Goten. And then I think I think we can get this Goku out of the way. Then we'll get the anti-regen Gohan, get this Goten, and then the healer Goku at the very end. Alright, so I'm noticing more and more that this our Legends Limited Piccolo is actually taking all the damage, but honestly, this Zenkai Piccolo is really allowing me to use Bootanks a lot more freely and a lot more worry-free, right? Look at Bootanks' health, look at the Piccolo's health. It's just the Legends Limited Piccolo struggling a little bit. Got the full kill, no super attacks taken, 1.1 million points on a 4-5 stage. I think that's pretty nice. Alright, so next fight, directly to the right of us is kind of Sun Family once again, but it does not have that movie Gohan that has focus on turn 1. Right, so we are a little, thank God too, because there's 2 greens right here. I don't necessarily want to bring my blues freely into this, but the thing is that they have 2 reds. Right, so that's the only thing that really does suck right here. Let's go ahead and talk about our formation. Alright, so this is the formation we are going to be using right here. And so my game plan, my plan of attack here, essentially is... Wait, hold on. Alright, so what we're going to want to do here, and essentially my game plan of attack is just to bombard the enemy with super attacks, right? Bootanks is going to get a guaranteed super attack. This Piccolo, he's at 90%. He's going to get that 20%. He'll guarantee a super attack as well. The Janemba even... Right, the Janemba is also at 100%, guaranteeing me a super attack right there. Piccolo will guarantee a super attack turn 3, and then the Cell's honestly kind of close to his super attack as well. We might be able to see one from him, but we kind of want to just nuke this stage a little bit here. Alright, so for attack order right here, we're going to be a little bit risky with it. I know my Zenkai Piccolo will attack first with the blue card. He also has a buff against androids. Let's get her out of the way. Right, and then I know Janemba will get his blue card. Right, I'm fairly certain that this Trunks is kind of squishy, so let's get him out of the way. And then Bootanks will be super attacking as well, so I think we can get the red out of the way, and then we have to get Goten. We might risk getting super attacked by Goten here, by the way. If you guys want to play it safe, then just attack Goten first, and then so forth. I'm going to play it a little bit risky, see if Bootanks can one-shot this guy, and then we can start working on Goten immediately after, right? And then I think... because this is all 3 of these guys should die in turn 1, ideally, in turn 1. So then we'll get Goten, anti-revival, Gohan, and then the Trunks at the very end. This should all happen within the first 3 turns, hopefully. Dude, so bad news for us. Bootanks took so much damage. Look at how much damage my Bootanks took. That Janemba wasn't able to one-shot. That's why Janemba wasn't able to one-shot this guy. And that really was the downfall of us right there. So I would say just target if you're in the same situation as me, target 18, the Trunks, and then go for the Goten just to play it safe right here, dude. That was really, really rough. If he hadn't been getting those Zenkai buffs right here, I think he would have died. Janemba left his Trunks with like a chunk of HP, which is very heartbreaking to see. Alright, so the next fight we're going to be taking is this 4-5 stage to the left. Right, it is Sun Family, but without the movie Gohan, without the Gohan that soaks up all the damage on turn 1, which is really, really, really good for us. Let's talk about our formation. So formation is just going to have Bootanks riding the bench right here, because usually the main reason why I bring Bootanks against Sun Family is to deal with that Gohan, right? So we're going to go ahead and run it like this, somewhat of a color counter, right? I do have my red, my yellows, my greens, and, you know, we'll still let the Zenkai Piccolo shine right here, so that way he can still build up his super attack because he gets that guaranteed 20%. Right, so in terms of attack order, we can actually be a little bit more free with this, right? Since we're not constricted by Gohan. We can actually get this guy out of the way because I know First Form Cell is going to be amongst the first attackers, and then we can move on to Goten. Right, I think this will be just fine. And then immediately after that, I want to get Super Vegeta out of the way, anti-regen Gohan, Goten, and then the healer Goku at the very end. Alright, so hopping out of that fight right there went absolutely beautifully. 1.2 million points off of that. Everyone's still nice and healthy, and we did get the full kill with taking no super attacks. Alright, so next we have the 5th stage to the right of us. Right, it's a GT, well, I would say it's a GT, kind of, right? There's 4 GT members on here, but there's also 3 extreme units on here. This is going to be relatively easy. Alright, so this is the formation, very straightforward. You see me using a lot of blue cards right here with the Legends Road Piccolo and the Zenkai Piccolo as well. They'll both get their super attacks guaranteed. The reason why is because I want to allow this Bootank some wiggle room to heal up a little bit, right? Because the faster we blitz the enemy down, the more likely it is that we are going to take like little to no damage, right? So that is the main goal right here. Let's see what we got. All right, for attack order, it's kind of tricky, because in case you guys didn't know, this Rildo right here, he has a cover change against blue cards. Right? I don't think it is not. You don't have to be under a certain amount of health or anything. There's no health restrictions on it. He just gets a cover change against special moves. But I forget what units he actually covers because it's to the left and to the right of him. I think I'm going to go ahead and just play it safe and go like this. Just get the 2 reds out of the way. Or we'll start off with Tapion and then go for this guy right here because I know that at least 1 red will die at the very least, right? And then we'll start working on the purples. So we'll get this guy out of the way. And then, you know, let's get the baby. Right, baby, and then this guy, and then this guy. All right, for future reference, that's that Rildo. So I messed around and found out, right, infamously, and he just has the special move cover change. The way he's placed, he's only covering the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So I honestly would have been fine going after Tapion, then this purple Goku, and then this red Boo, all with super attacks, right, without him interfering in any way, shape, or form. That's probably what I should have done right there. All right, next we have our 10th win streak bonus. So there is no 5-5 stages in sight, sadly. That's why we are going to be landing on this 4-5 stage right here, and it is against Sun Family. There's no key restore speed spaces in sight, and there is multiple. This is an awful one, right? Because there's 2 greens right here. Right, and I need my boot tanks. All right, so this formation we'll be using right here, and just to preface this, boot tanks might die. Being completely straight up with you guys, boot tanks 100% might die right here. It's not going to be pretty. All right, that's all I had to say on it. It's not going to be pretty. Right, I do feel like he's gonna take a good amount of damage, but if everything works out, we will get. I want to get the Gohan out of the way and super attack the Goten with this guy right here. Alright, so first off, Gohan has to die, right? Gohan has to die. Then we'll get Goten, Kaioken, right? And then we have to get rid of the greens, man. We absolutely have to get rid of the greens at all costs. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it like that. They're more important than the anti-regen Gohan. Alright, so Boot Tanks lives. Boot Tanks lives. I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you guys straight up, but barely. Look at his health, dude. Dude. Why? Why'd they target him? Like, out of all your units, like, I really wish there was a better way for them to, like, mitigate the damage here, right? Because it's like they focus, it feels like they focus on one unit and they just stick to that unit. It's so frustrating. Alright, so next stage is straight up. It does look fairly annoying, right? It's like the Saiyan debuff stage. We got to be really, really careful here. There's 2 greens, so we don't have to really worry about our blues being in the field at all right here. Let's go ahead and talk about our formation. So this is the formation we're going to be using right here. Like I said before, we're just going to put our blues on bench. Right, they just need to relax right there. Right, this one's a little bit annoying just because of all the support that's on this team, all the debuffs that are on this team. I think I'm going to go ahead and start off with a Baby Vegeta. Right, we'll get Baby Vegeta, then we'll get the Rage Vegeta, Angel Vegeta, Debuff GT Vegeta, Super Vegeta, and then Cabba at the very end. Alright, honestly, that was a lot better than I expected. I thought it was going to be a little bit more annoying just because of all the debuffs and support this team has to offer, but they went down fairly easily without putting up too much of a fight, so that's more than fine with me. Alright, so the next fight is a 4-5 stage, and this one's already, it's infamously known as being an easy stage right here, right? You do have this kid Gohan, which is fairly easy to deal with as long as you deal with him properly. Let's go ahead and talk about our attack order. Alright, so this is the formation we'll be using right here. Once again, both of our blues on the bench just because of the 2 greens. I can't risk Boot Tanks dying here at all, can I? Alright, let's go ahead and go. Let's do it like this. Alright, so the attack order will be Gohan, of course, right? He's target number 1. Beerus, Bulma, Piccolo, Whis, and Shell. That's usually how I like to go about it. Alright, so that's the 4-5 stage right there. Very, very easy, right? 1.3 million. Everyone's at full HP, basically. We're living good. Alright, for the final TP of the video, right, we are going to be going up against this 5-5 stage. It does seem intimidating just because of Golden Frieza right there, but don't worry, it is not LOE. It's fairly, I would say this is a fairly easy stage right here, but I am not going to be bringing my blues once again. Let's go and talk about our formation. Alright, so this is our formation. Like I said before, our blues will not be entering the battle, so just literally the same squad as last time. You just fill in the gaps in terms of who you want on these blue tile spaces. Obviously, I want a Legends limited Piccolo to be on the special move tile, and then you can just kind of like pick and obviously this guy's blast based, so I'm gonna put him right here. Alright, so attack order might be a little bit wonky here, but I want to get a green out of the way first. Alright, so we'll get this golden Frieza, and then we will get EX chilled, and then I'll try to get Whis out of the way. And then maybe we can line up Legends Limited Piccolo super attack onto the Buhan. That way we can avoid his bubble shield. That'd be very nice. And then we'll get Beerus and then Janemba. Alright, so for a 5-fist fight, like, very easy, honestly. 1.5 million off of that. We did get the full kill, all of that good stuff. Before we close out the video, let's see where we lie in terms of ranking right here. Alright, so number 1 at 18 million. Right, 18 million. We're not too far behind. We are at 578. I think that is actually a pretty safe spot. If I'm being extremely honest with you guys, I think that is a very safe spot, especially considering that we had a lot of demotions this season in terms of our tiers for our characters, right? All right, so that being said, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, definitely drop them in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.